We are going to be looking at composite function, and this is a combination of two or more functions that we are going to work together. So the first function is f of x is equal to 3x minus 5. The second function g of x is equal to x squared. So we're going to work A, and A is saying the f of g of x. So when we're working a question like this, we are going to substitute the g function into the f function. So where we have g, we're working from right to left. So I'm going to substitute my g function into my f function. So what you can do, you can just go ahead and write out your f function if you're not sure what it is you're doing. So here I have 3x minus 5. So I am going to substitute my g function where I see the x in my f function. So here I have 3. My g function is x squared. So in bracket, I am going to put x squared, and then I'm going to finish writing my question, which is minus 5. So we have a bracket, so we know that 3 times x squared, that is going to be 3x squared, and then we put back our minus 5. When we look at this, they are not like terms, so they cannot be calculated any further. So this would have been our final answer. For the next example, we have g of f of x. In this case, again, we are working from right to left. So I am now going to substitute my f function into my g function. So I'm just going to go ahead and write out my g function. My g function is x squared. So I am going to replace the x in my g function with my f function. So you know that the f function is 3x minus 5. And in this case, I am going to put it in bracket and I am going to raise it to the power of 2. When I go ahead and I continue working, 3x squared would be 3x times 3x, and that would give me 9x squared. Negative 5 times negative 5, that would give me positive 25. So when I look at this, I look to see if I can work any further. They are not like terms. So my final answer would be 9x squared plus 25. So this would be my answer. For our next question, let us say we have f of x is equal to negative 4x plus 2, and we have g of x equals to the square root of x minus 8. And in this case, they're asking us to find g of f of x. So again, what you're going to do, you are going to work from right to left. So I'm going to substitute my f function in my g function. So I'm just going to write out what my g function is, and that is square root of x minus 8. So in my g function, I am going to replace the x with the negative 4x plus 2. So I have my square root sign. I am going to write my f function where the x is. So that would be negative 4x plus 2. And I will just go ahead and finish writing my minus 8. And that is what I have so far. And it is the same thing as negative 4x plus 2 minus 8. So when we look at it, the 8 and the 2, they are constant, they are like terms, they can be calculated. So 2 plus negative 8, you take the smallest from the largest, and you are going to have negative 4x. 2 from 8, you're left with 6. You keep the sign of the largest number, which is negative. So here we have negative 4x, negative 6. So this would be our answer. So just to go over the step, first, you work from right to left by substituting the first function into the second function when you are going in that direction. You can write out the first function just so you can see exactly what you are substituting in order to get your final answer. Our next example is k of x is equal to 6x plus 5, and then we have h of x is equal to x minus 2. So we're going to do different questions from this. So for A, we are going to look at k h of x. For B, we are going to look at h k of x. And for C, we are going to look at h k of 10. And for D, we are going to look at h k of x is equal to 17. So for this question, we are going to do it step by step. So the k of h, we are going to be using the same method. We're starting from right to left. So I'm going to substitute my h function into my k function. My k function is 6x plus 5. So where I see the x in that function, I am going to replace that function with x minus 2. So I have my 6, and I am going to replace the x with x minus 2. And I'm going to finish writing out my k function. Here I have my plus 5. There's a bracket and it can be simplified. So I'm going to go ahead and simplify. 6 times x, that is 6x. 6 times negative 2, that is negative 12. And then I have plus 5. The negative 12 and the 5, they can be calculated. So here I'm going to have 6x. 5 from 12, that is 7. I keep the sign of the largest number, and that is negative. So the answer is 6x minus 7. It cannot be expressed in another form. It cannot be calculated. They are not like terms, so we leave it as it is. The next question is h of k of x. So in this case, what we're going to do, we are going to work from right to left. We are going to substitute the k function into the h function. So we are just going to write out the h function, which is x minus 2. Because it says x minus 2, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the k function where I see x in my h function. So the function for k is 6x plus 5. And then I'm just going to go ahead and continue, and I'm going to put my minus 2. So now I am still working with 6x plus 5 minus 2, and that would be 6x plus 3, because 2 from 5, that is 3. It cannot be simplified any further. They are not like terms, so I'm going to leave it as it is. Once you have reached this far in the video, go ahead and share with your classmates and your peers who are doing composite functions. Remember to subscribe. Remember to leave a comment and let us know if you would want to see us do more examples on composite functions. So the next part of the question is h of k of 10. So when I look at the h of k, I am realizing that there's something similar based on what I am working on. So you can say to yourself, do I know what h of k is when you look at it? But in this case, it is saying h of k 10. So what we'll be asked to do is to put the 10 where we see x in h of k. So when I look on this side, this is h of k, right? H of k of x. This is what it is equal to. So I'm going to write out this function. So this is 6x plus 3, and I'm going to substitute the 10 wherever I see the x in this function. So here I have 6, open bracket, put my 10, put plus 3. So now we have 610, that is 60, plus 3, and when we add both of them together, we are going to get 63. Another way that this question can be done, you can find k of 10. So whatever k is, you can substitute 10 in k and solve for that. So let us look at k of 10. So k of 10 will be equal to 6x plus 5. You are going to put the 10 where you see the x. So that would be 6 times 10 plus 5. and that would be 60 plus 5. But when you get this answer, you are going to now substitute it into the k, because remember, you're going to take this function and put it in the h function. So now we are working with h, k of 10. So if my answer is 65, I am now going to put that 65 where I see the k, where I see the x in the h function. So the h function is x minus 2. So now I'm going to have 65 minus 2. When you take away 2 from 65, you are going to get 63. So when we look on both methods, we have 63 here, we have 63 here also. So what you can do if you didn't understand that, just slow down the video, go back, take a look at it, and get a better understanding. So it is based on how you look on the question and how you work from step to step and from right to left. So that would be our answer, which is 63. Another example that we have, and you can observe that all the questions here, they are different. And that is why I'm exposing you to different questions so that you can practice and have a better understanding. The next one is h of k of x is equal to 17. Again, do we know what h of k of x is? Yes. And the answer is 6x plus 3. So this question is saying that 6x plus 3 is equal to 17. So I put my 17 there, and I'm going to simplify. So here I would have 6x is equal to 17. The 3 is positive here, so it's going to be negative here. So 6x is equal to 3 from 17. We are going to be left with 14. Now we have our 6x. We are asked to divide both sides by 6. So divide by 6, divide by 6. Cancel, cancel. We can reduce by using 2. 2 into 14 goes 7 times. 2 into 6 goes 3 times. So x is equal to 7 over 3, or we can say 2 and 1/3. So they are all different questions. When you look at them, they are all asking you for different things. You just have to look at them carefully in order to give your best response. For another example, say we have f of x is equal to x squared and g of x is equal to 5x. So we're asked to find f g of 1. So we're asked to find f g of 1. What we're going to do here, we are going to find the value of g of 1. So g of x is equal to 5x, and g of 1 would be equal to 5 times 1, and that would be equal to 5. So g of 1 is 5. So now we're going to substitute the 5 into the function of f. It can also be rewritten as f of 5. So f of 5 would be equal to 5 bracket. We're going to substitute the x with 5. And here when we say 5 times 5, we would get 25. So it is how you look at it in order to get your response. If you want to say fg of 1 and you want to find f of g first, meaning you're going to substitute g into f, you are going to have 5x squared. That would be f of g. So, 5 times 5 is 25, and that would be 25x. If you have 25x and you are going to substitute the 1 where you see x, it would be 25, open bracket, you are going to put 1 where you see x. And when you put 1 here, it is 25 times 1 because you have a bracket, and the answer would be equal to 25. So whichever method you decide to use, you're still going to get the correct answer. Remember, if you don't get it watching it first time, just go ahead and watch it more than once, take down the examples,